Hello everybody! Today I'm going to teach you how to draw a fish in a fishbowl with some different ingredients that go into the fishbowl. So to get started, you'll need a pencil and an eraser. These are the only two materials that you'll need for step one. I'm going to make the fishbowl the most important part of my page. So I'm just going to show you on this extra piece of paper here how I'm going to show you. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, and it could be a vertical composition up and down, or it could be a horizontal composition the long way, left to right. All right. So when I'm drawing my fishbowl, I'm thinking of taking up the entire page, or the majority of it. So I'll draw an oval, and I'll go in and curve around, going in again. So I could draw it the vertical way or the horizontal way. And these are both compositions. You're composing your work of art. You're deciding on how you're going to format the illustration. You can notice that this one is a little bit longer, so it gives me more room to design a background. And this one gives me more space to put down the table, or I could have drawn the fishbowl smaller. So here we have two options. So I'm choosing the vertical composition for mine. And I'm going to zoom out all the way. So I'm going to draw an oval for the bowl's mouth, the fish bowl. And it takes up the most of my page. All right, so I'm going to high five this paper. It takes up the whole page. Curving in twice, or drawing two diagonal lines. And I'm going to create the main shape of this fishbowl. And if I made a mistake, that's okay, but it can be also a different shape. Like your fishbowl could be an oval like this. It could be a cylinder, more like a cylinder. Could try to become a shape of your own, because we're going to be adding that ground line. Tank options. There are so many options for you, okay? So I'm still pretty happy with the size of my fish tank. So the next part is I'm adding a ground line, the table line for where the fishbowl or fish container, the fish tank, will be sitting in this scene. Before I do anything such as the fish or any fine detail like that, I'm going to sketch out with a wiggly line the sand in the lower areas where there will be some rocks and some smaller things where the fish can hide. So I'm drawing some rocks with squiggling lines so they're not perfect. And notice that they don't also touch the edge. There's that little space in between, about a little amount there. All right. And I didn't focus on that too much. I didn't give it too much attention because that is not the focal point of this art, but I wanted there to be some sort of design down there at the base. And I'm starting to figure out where I want the seaweed to go, and I'm drawing squiggly lines that are curving and flowing in the water, since there will be water in there too. And again, there's so many different ways you can draw your seaweed or the seagrass that's floating in there, but if you make curved lines, it will give it more of a dancing and elegant motion. It will look like it's really flowing in the water. Okay, so I have this seaweed, and I have my special base area with the rocks and the sand. And I'm gonna just make this curve up a little bit. Maybe I'll put a little castle there. So I want this one to be symmetrical on both sides. And I'm making this small so I can make the fish the main part to my illustration. All right, so I have a castle, something that's growing, and now I'm going to do the finale of this illustration, which is the fish. So I want to give you some ideas on how I start drawing my fish. So again, I have a spare piece of paper with me. The main part that you want to start with is the body shape. You want to draw the body of your fish in the tail fin. The tail fin is the most important. You can do so much, and you could change the shape of your fish completely. I'm going to add some extra additional shapes. Here, a little one, another one, and I'm going to add the main parts to my fish before I do any small details. Again, I'm trying it out on the side. I'm not drawing directly into my fishbowl, into my fish tank right now. From there, I like to think of the fish mouth like a smile with a little bit of an additional section there. So then I'm going to put the eye. And yes, this one does look like a little bit of a cartoon. And that's all right. You can change yours. It doesn't have to look like my little fish. And then I start to design the fin. And if that's why we don't want to put down the marker too soon. Like, I put way too many marker lines there. But again, turn it into something else if you had a mistake. My happy mistake is an accident that I'm actually glad that I have a new idea for. Now I just fill that in with the striping method from the past 2 days. Maybe I'll put in some scales, but you don't have to if you want to keep it clean. Okay, so this one has some stripes that are just going to go all throughout his little body. So that is my fish that I'm going to choose to use as an idea for my finale fish. Okay, if you're like, DeSoto, that looked weird and hard, I'm here for you. Okay, I want to show you that if I can draw a fish that I don't like and still be all right with my drawing, you can too. So we're going to take our pencil and sketch out the body of the fish. Body of my fish is just going to go right here. And you can put yours behind, in front. If it was going in front, I would try to erase some of that line work that I did for the seaweed. Building out the fin, the back fin. Changing the shape of this one. Adding a fin back there, a different one here, another one there and here. And you can change those up as you go. Remember, this is just the beginning, all right? All right, and here I'm going to make the fish's mouth. 1, 2, and I'm going to put the eye down. Eye 1, eye 2, changing up this body shape here. And I realize how goofy that face looks, so I do want to change it a little bit I'm going to put a little bit more personality in my fish and make him look alert, excited for his adventure in the water. And I'm just drawing an overall design onto the fish body so I know what I'm going to fill in later with my markers. So from here, I'm going to clean up the edges. The water, I'm just going to squiggle around, sort of like how we drew the frosting flowers from before. I'm going to draw some squiggles, and there we go. And now I'm going to use a fine outline tool like this marker to go around everything.